Welcome, dear one. Let's take a soft breath together. Let it in gently, and now let it go. You've made it here. Right now, in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. There's nothing to fix, nothing to prove, just a gentle willingness to begin again. I want you to know that you are not alone. Whatever you're feeling, confused, tired, overwhelmed, or even unsure if healing is truly possible, it's okay. I have sat with those same feelings. I've looked into the mirror with tears in my eyes, wondering if I could ever feel peace again. And the answer is yes. Peace is not outside of us. It is not hidden in someone else's approval or buried beneath a perfect day. Peace is right here, deep inside, waiting for a kind hand to open the door. That hand is yours. Often when we feel emotional pain, we try to run from it. We push it away. We pretend it's not there. We say, "I'll be fine," even when our heart is aching. But healing does not come from denying how we feel. Healing begins the moment we tell the truth, gently and kindly. The truth might sound like, "I am hurting right now," or "something inside me needs care." You don't have to explain it. You don't have to understand every reason behind it. All you have to do is allow space for that feeling to breathe. That space is the doorway to healing. This moment is a beginning, a sacred invitation. You have been carrying so much, and I want you to know it's okay to set it down, right here with me. Let this be your safe space. Let this be a soft return to yourself. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't even have to do it perfectly. You only need a little willingness. Healing is not something you force. It's something you allow. Like a flower opening to the sun, your healing unfolds as you offer it warmth and attention. Even a whisper of love can begin to shift old pain. Just the simple thought, "I am open to healing," starts the process. So let's say that gently together now, in our own rhythm. "I am open to healing." Say it with the tone of someone beginning to believe. Feel it as a soft light entering your body. There is no need to chase away the dark. When you bring in the light, the darkness gently leaves on its own. Your willingness is powerful. You do not need to force change. You only need to invite it. Emotional pain is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you have loved deeply, tried bravely, and held on even when things felt impossible. The heart holds stories. Some are joyful, some are tender, and some are full of sorrow, and all of them deserve love. Healing happens when we stop judging our stories and start holding them with compassion. Every part of you is welcome here, even the parts you don't understand yet, even the feelings you've hidden away. They are all seeking one thing: your kindness. Your body knows what your heart needs. Your breath knows how to guide you back. So often we search outside for peace, but the most powerful peace comes from within, from the way we speak to ourselves, from the way we soften when we feel tense, from the way we give ourselves grace when we don't have all the answers. That is the practice of peace, and you, dear one, are already doing it by being here. Let's move deeper into this space of understanding. Emotional pain is not something wrong with you. It is something inside you asking to be seen, held, and healed. Think of it like a small child tugging on your sleeve, not to hurt you, but to get your attention. That child may be frightened, may have been hurt long ago, may be holding beliefs that no longer serve the beautiful being you are becoming. Instead of pushing that child away, we offer them love. We kneel down in our own hearts and say, "I see you, I'm listening now, I will not abandon you." You may feel emotions rise when you do this. That is natural. When we open the door to healing, emotions come up because they are leaving. You do not need to fear them. You are strong enough to feel and release. You are wise enough to know when to pause and when to move forward. You are whole enough, even with your tender places. You are already more than enough. Let's speak this truth together now. I am willing to let love in. Let this be your quiet anchor when emotions rise. When doubt or fear creeps in, return to this. I am willing to let love in. Every time you say it, imagine it like sunlight gently warming the cold parts of your heart, not forcing, just warming, not pushing, just inviting. This is the gentle way of healing, the peaceful way. The world teaches us to be strong by being hard, but I teach a different strength, the strength of softness, the power of kindness. When you choose to be kind to yourself, you are choosing to heal generations. You are choosing to change the way pain is carried in the body. You are choosing peace, not only for you, but for those who came before you and those who will come after. That is how powerful your healing is. That is how sacred this moment is. Let us continue together now, gently, softly. The path of peace is not a straight line. Some days feel easy. Some feel like you're starting all over. That's okay. Healing is not a race. It's a relationship with yourself. And like all loving relationships, it grows stronger when nurtured with patience, forgiveness, and honesty. Your relationship with yourself is the most important one you will ever have. And I promise you, when you begin to treat yourself with love, the entire world starts to change around you. Let's say this together again. I am open to healing. I am willing to let love in. Let that be your sacred rhythm today. Breathe it in. Let it settle gently into your body. Your healing is happening. Your peace is returning. And you are not alone. You are deeply loved. You are safe now. Let that truth rest softly in your heart. You are safe to heal. You are safe to feel. You are safe to begin again. And this beginning is beautiful. Let's take a moment to understand something very important. Your emotional pain is not random. It did not appear from nowhere. Emotional pain is the body's way of showing that something inside has gone unnoticed, unloved, or unhealed. It's not something to fear. It's something to listen to, like the gentle cry of the soul saying, "Please take care of me." We live in a world that often rushes us past our feelings. We're told to smile, to be strong, to keep going. But true strength is not in pretending. True strength is in pausing and choosing to care. Right now, you are doing something extraordinary. You are choosing to care for yourself emotionally and spiritually. You are creating space for healing to flow where pain once lived. That is powerful. So when those tender feelings rise, and they will, hold them as you would a small child. You wouldn't shout at that child or push them away. You would gather them in your arms, rock them gently, and say, "I've got you now. You are safe." That's what we are learning to do for our inner self. That's what healing looks like, not perfection, but presence. Every moment you spend in this kind of presence is a moment of peace returning, and peace is not far. It is not a goal for someday. It is a practice right here, right now. It starts when you say, "This feeling is here, and I choose to love myself through it." That's how you begin to reclaim your peace, not by changing everything around you, but by changing the way you meet what's inside you. Let's speak one more truth together. I am gentle with my heart. I am kind to my emotions. Say it with the tone you'd use to comfort someone you love, because you are that someone. You are the one you've been waiting to receive love from, and now you're learning how to give it to yourself. Let this practice be your guide. Let it lead you step by step, breath by breath, toward a quieter mind and a lighter heart. The path is not always smooth, but it is always sacred, and your peace, dear one, is not lost. It is waiting for you to come home to it. And you are coming home now, one loving thought at a time. There is something so gentle, so life-changing about releasing the habit of judging yourself. It often happens without noticing, a small mistake, a painful moment, and suddenly the voice inside becomes loud with blame. Why did I do that? I should have known better. What's wrong with me? These thoughts may feel familiar, but they are not the truth. They are echoes of old pain. They are beliefs picked up from places that didn't know how to love fully, and you are not required to keep carrying them. Right now, this is an invitation to put down the heavy burden of self-judgment. You do not need it to grow. You do not need it to be better. In fact, judgment blocks the very love and peace you are longing to feel. It builds a wall around the heart, but kindness breaks that wall down, gently and surely. Every time you choose to respond to yourself with understanding, you are healing. You may notice that your inner voice has taken on the tone of things you've heard before, maybe words spoken in fear or frustration. Sometimes that voice repeats old beliefs like I'm not good enough or I always mess things up. But just because a thought is loud doesn't mean it's true. You can learn to recognize it. You can learn to speak to yourself in a new way, not with criticism, but with compassion. I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. I am learning. I am growing. These are the voices of healing. Let's speak one now, softly and with care. I am doing the best I can, and that is enough. Let it settle into your body like a warm blanket. Feel it touch the places where judgment used to live. Let it remind you that you are not broken, you are becoming. There is no peace in punishing yourself. There is no freedom in holding on to guilt like a badge. Peace comes from saying, that was a moment in my life, but it is not who I am. Peace comes from offering love to the parts of yourself that didn't know how to ask for it. And when you do, those parts begin to relax. They begin to breathe. They begin to trust that it's safe to let go. Self-judgment is a habit, but so is self-acceptance, and you can begin practicing it now. When the voice of criticism rises, pause, place a hand over your heart, and say, I choose love instead. Even if the critical thought is still there, you've taken away its power. You've chosen a new direction, and that is healing. Think of yourself as a garden. You don't make the flowers bloom by shouting at them or pulling at their leaves. You water them. You give them light. You trust their process. That is what your inner self needs. Not judgment, not shame, but gentle encouragement. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. What matters is how you speak to yourself afterward. Let that voice be loving. Let's speak another truth. Now, I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know. This is a powerful affirmation because it honors your past and frees your future. You were doing your best. You are still doing your best. And now you are doing it with more awareness, more gentleness, more love. That is something to celebrate. Your thoughts are powerful. The way you speak to yourself shapes your world. Let your inner words be ones that lift you, soothe you, remind you of your worth. Choose thoughts that feel like open hands, not clenched fists. Choose beliefs that feel like sunlight, not storms. And every time you do, you will feel peace coming home to you. Let's continue into this connection between mind and body. The thoughts you think are not just ideas in your head. They are messages that travel through every cell. A harsh thought creates tension. A fearful thought may tighten your chest. A loving thought brings softness, ease, openness. The body responds to the language of the mind. When we carry emotional pain, the body carries it too, sometimes as tight shoulders, sometimes as fatigue, sometimes as a deep ache we can't quite explain. These signals are not punishments, they are invitations to turn inward with love, to ask gently, what am I feeling? What does my body need from me right now? Often the answer is simply presence, attention, care. Your body is your partner in healing. It's not working against you. It wants peace as much as you do. It wants rest, comfort, nourishment, not only from food, but from thoughts, from the way you speak to yourself. When you say, I am safe, your body relaxes. When you say, I am loved, your body receives that love like water after a drought. That is the power of your words. Let's place a hand over the heart now. Just feel the warmth there. Feel your breath and say softly, it's okay. I am here with you now. Let your body hear it. Let it feel the safety in your presence. This simple practice, touching your heart, breathing with awareness, is one of the most powerful ways to bring peace back into your life. You are not disconnected. You are always in communication with yourself. You are always able to offer healing. Sometimes you may notice physical discomfort and feel frustration. Why is my body like this? But what if we change the question to, what is my body telling me? That small shift opens a whole new relationship. It turns frustration into curiosity. It turns fear into understanding. It brings compassion where there once was blame. Your body has been listening to your thoughts for years. And now it is time for those thoughts to become softer, safer, more loving. If your body could speak, it would say, thank you for finally listening. Thank you for being kind. That kindness creates change, real, lasting change. When you begin to work with your body instead of against it, healing speeds up. The energy starts to move. Emotions that were stuck begin to flow. You begin to feel lighter, more at ease. You begin to trust yourself again. That trust builds every time you respond to pain with love instead of judgment. Let's say this affirmation together. My thoughts support my healing. My body welcomes peace. Let that be the message you carry throughout your day. Let it echo in your breath, in your posture, in your smile. You are not separate from your body. You are its friend, its guide, its source of light. And now, let us gently turn toward one of the most liberating acts of emotional healing, creating space for forgiveness. Forgiveness is not always easy, but it is always freeing. It is not about saying something was okay. It is not about erasing what happened. Forgiveness is saying, I will not carry this pain anymore. It is setting yourself free. Sometimes we hold on to anger or hurt, thinking it protects us. But holding on is heavy. It keeps us tied to the pain. Forgiveness cuts the cord. It says, I choose peace instead. And that choice is yours. No one else has to change for you to forgive. You don't need to wait for an apology. You can choose to let go right now, simply because your heart deserves freedom. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means remembering with less pain. It means making space for something new to grow. It is not a gift for others. It is a gift for your own soul, and you are worthy of that gift. Let's try a simple practice together. Close your eyes if it feels safe. Picture yourself holding a heavy stone. This stone represents the hurt, the anger, the resentment. Feel the weight of it. And now, with a gentle breath, imagine setting that stone down. You don't have to throw it. Just place it on the ground. You can walk away. You are free. Let's say together now, I choose to release this pain. I am free to feel peace. This is not something you must get perfect. Forgiveness is not a one-time act. It is a process, a practice. Some days you feel ready, other days you're not. That's okay. Each small choice to soften is enough. Each quiet breath that says, I want peace, moves you closer to it. If it feels hard to forgive, start with yourself. Say, I forgive myself for holding on so long. I did not know I could let go. That forgiveness is powerful. That forgiveness is healing. And once you begin there, it becomes easier to forgive others, not because they were right, but because you are ready to be free. Let forgiveness be the gentle river that washes away the debris of old pain. Let it carve new paths in your heart. You are not meant to carry bitterness. You are not meant to stay in pain. You are meant to feel light, to feel open, to feel free. So today, let's breathe together into that freedom. Let's say again, softly, I choose peace. I release the past. I am free. Say it, even if you don't feel it yet. Say it as a prayer, as a promise to yourself. You are not alone. You are deeply supported by the life within you, by the love that flows through every breath. You are held in a great compassion that never runs out. And you are healing now, in the most gentle, beautiful way. Every day brings a new chance to care for your emotional self. Just as we brush our teeth or wash our face, our emotions need regular tending. Not because something is wrong, but because we are living beings, growing, changing, feeling. Emotions move like the weather. Some days are clear, others cloudy, but the sky always remains. Your peaceful self is always present, even if hidden for a moment. This is where the practice of daily emotional care comes in. Simple, loving habits that bring you back to yourself. These aren't grand efforts. They're gentle, quiet acts of self-honoring. Like pausing to breathe deeply when you feel tightness in your chest, or writing down what's weighing on your heart and then offering those words kindness instead of criticism, or sitting quietly for just a minute with your hand over your heart, saying softly, I am here for you. When practiced regularly, these small acts build a strong foundation. They tell your inner world, you matter, I see you, I will not ignore you. That kind of attention creates emotional safety, and safety is where healing thrives. A powerful daily habit is journaling from the heart, not to fix or analyze, but to release. Let the pen move freely, without judgment. Let your feelings spill onto the page, right as though you are having a loving conversation with your inner child. With time, your words will start to soften. You'll notice patterns. You'll hear the voice of your own wisdom rising. Another beautiful practice is creating a gratitude ritual. Not just a list of things, but a feeling of appreciation. Place your hand on your chest and say, thank you for this moment. Thank you for my breath. Thank you for the chance to begin again. Gratitude softens fear. It brings the heart into the present, and in the present, peace lives. Let's speak this softly now. Each day, I nurture my emotions with love. Let that affirmation live in your mornings, your evenings, your quiet moments. Let it guide your actions gently. When you notice yourself feeling overwhelmed, you can pause and ask, what is the kindest thing I can do for myself right now? The answer may be a glass of water, a step outside, a breath, a rest. Let that be enough. You are not a machine. You are a soul in a human body. You were not meant to run endlessly. You were meant to feel, to rest, to grow, to bloom in your own time. And with small, loving actions, your emotional world becomes a garden of peace, a place where healing lives not as an event, but as a way of being. Peace is not something far away. It is not something you must wait for. It is something you can choose, even in the middle of discomfort, even when the world around you feels uncertain. Peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of steadiness within them. It is the quiet knowing, I can meet this moment with calm. I do not need to react. I can choose peace. This choice is one of the most empowering steps on your healing journey. You begin to see that you are not your thoughts. You are not your pain. You are the awareness that sees it. You are the love that holds it. You are the space in which it moves. And in that space, you have choice. You can choose to stop, to breathe, to place a hand over your heart and whisper, peace is here now. Even when the mind is racing, even when emotions feel strong. This choice anchors you. This choice reminds your body and heart, I am safe, I am supported, I am free to respond with love. At first, the habit of reacting may still arise. That's okay. There is no failure in healing. There is only learning. Each moment is a new opportunity, and every time you choose to pause instead of push, you build a new pathway, one that leads back to your center, to your truth. Let's say this softly together. In this moment, I choose peace. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you feel stress rising. Say it as you lie down to rest. Let it become your steady rhythm, like the beat of your own heart. When chaos stirs, when emotions swirl, come back to the breath. Come back to your feet on the floor. Come back to your gentle voice. I am safe. I am calm. I choose peace. These are not just words. They are instructions to the nervous system. They tell your body there is no emergency. You are loved. You are grounded. You are okay. This is the quiet power that lives in you, the power to choose, the power to bring peace into any room you enter, into any storm you face, into every part of yourself that has been waiting for safety. This is not about ignoring the world. It is about bringing light to it, and that light starts within. Deep within you lives a still, wise presence. It's always been there, waiting for your attention. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It doesn't push, it invites. This presence is your inner knowing, your inner truth. And in moments of stillness, it speaks, not with fear or judgment, but with calm and clarity. Stillness is not emptiness. It is fullness without noise. It is the sacred space where healing happens without force. In stillness, you remember who you are, beyond your worries, beyond your wounds. You remember that you are whole, that you are wise, that you are deeply loved. When you sit in stillness, even for a minute, you give your heart room to breathe. You give your spirit room to speak. The answers you've been chasing begin to rise on their own, not because you tried harder, but because you finally became quiet enough to hear. Let's rest in this affirmation now. In stillness, I return to myself. Let that be your guide when life feels loud. Let it lead you back to center when the world pulls you away. You do not need to fix everything. You do not need to figure it all out. You only need to come home to yourself. This stillness is not far. It lives in the space between thoughts. It lives in the breath. In the moment when you close your eyes and feel your heartbeat. In the moment when you whisper, I am here. You do not need permission to access it. It belongs to you, always. And from this stillness, strength arises, a strength that is not brittle or hard, a strength that is soft, steady, rooted, a strength that says, I can meet this moment with love. I do not need to rush. I am already whole. That is true power, not control over others, but deep connection with yourself. Each time you choose stillness, you remind your entire being, I trust myself. I trust life. I trust the process of healing. And with that trust, peace deepens. It becomes your natural state, your resting place, your sacred home. There's a part of you that has waited so patiently, a younger version of you, still holding unanswered questions and unmet needs. This part of you doesn't want to be fixed. It wants to be loved. It wants to be seen and told, you didn't do anything wrong. You are always worthy of care. The inner child lives inside every heart, sometimes quiet, sometimes crying, sometimes full of joy. When we ignore this part of ourselves, we feel disconnected. But when we turn toward it with kindness, something beautiful happens. Healing begins. A deep reunion takes place. You can begin this reunion now. Picture your younger self standing before you, not with shame, but with hope. This child is not broken. This child is simply waiting for your love, and now you can give it. You can say, you are safe now. I will take care of you. You are precious to me. Speaking to the inner child can be done through mirror work. Look gently into your own eyes and say the words you once needed to hear. Say them with warmth. Say them with truth. I love you. I accept you. I will never abandon you. These words are not childish. They are sacred. They open doors where pain once lived. Let's speak them now. I see you. I love you. You are safe with me. Breathe into that truth. Let it settle in the heart like a soft lullaby. Let your body relax as it receives this message. You are no longer at war with yourself. You are no longer denying your needs. You are coming home. This work with the inner child isn't something you do once. It's a relationship you build, a love you deepen. Some days it feels easy. Other days it feels far away. But the more you return to this inner connection, the more peace you feel, the more whole you become. Your emotional healing doesn't mean becoming someone new. It means remembering who you've always been, that pure, loving self, that gentle, wise soul. And your inner child knows the way back. Follow the feelings, follow the tenderness, and you'll find yourself again. And now, dear heart, let us sit together in this closing moment, not as the end, but as the beginning of something soft and sacred. You have opened space within yourself. You have allowed light to touch places that have waited for years. You have offered love where judgment once lived. That is no small thing. That is a miracle. Your healing journey is not a straight path. It is a spiral that leads you deeper into truth, deeper into love, deeper into peace. You will have days of clarity and days of confusion, days when peace feels near and days when it feels far. But always you can return to this breath, this kindness, this choice to begin again. Let's speak these closing words gently, like a prayer. I am at peace. I am emotionally whole. I am love. Say them not to reach for something, but to rest in what is already here. Say them as your truth. You are not broken. You are blossoming. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. The universe has never left your side. Your body has never given up on you. Your heart is still beating, still believing, still willing to feel love again. That is your strength. Take this peace with you now. Let it walk beside you through your days. Let it remind you that no matter what happens outside, you have a sanctuary inside, a place of stillness, a place of love, a place that belongs only to you. Go gently, dear one. Go with kindness. And remember, every step taken in love is a step toward peace. You are doing beautifully. You are deeply loved. And everything you need is already within you. Peace is your nature. Healing is your right. And you are never, ever alone.